So today's chapter is day 15. Okay, day 15, magically heal your relationships. We know that how much important our relationships are. So if you have a difficult or broken relationship, are suffering from a broken heart, or hold any resentment or blame towards anything, another person, for anything, you can change it through gratitude. Gratitude will magically improve any difficult relationships, whether that person is a husband or wife, brother or sister, son or daughter, partner, boss, business client, work colleague, mother or father-in-law, parents, friend or neighbor. When we are faced with a difficult relationship or a challenging situation in a relationship, in almost all cases, we are not in the best with gratitude for the other person. Instead, we are busy blaming for the other person for the problems we have with them. And that means we don't have a shred of gratitude. Blame is never going to make a relationship better, and it's never going to make your life better. In fact, the more you blame, the worse the relationship get and the worse your life gets. So what Rhonda Byrne is telling through this chapter is that relationships has a very good role in our life. Okay? So how we see our relationship, it is that reflecting in our life also. So what she is telling that whenever you are having a difficult relationship, we normally used to blame the other person. So that is the normal procedure we used to do, normal practice we used to do. So what she is suggesting is that instead of that, we have to, if we are looking into that person with a gratitude, or if we can do gratitude to that person, then we can change that relationship also. We can change our life. This is what she's explaining. But blame is never going to make our relationship better, and it is never going to make our life better. Okay. In fact, the more we blame, the worse the relationship get and the worse our life gets. Because when we are blaming, our internal, means our inside, we will be feeling much pain, right? So what is the law of attraction says this, that like reflects like. So when we are in the pain, we will be attracting more painful situations into our life. So for us only, we have to do gratitude to the person. Okay. So whether it is your current relationship or past relationship, if you harbor bad feelings towards another person, practicing gratitude will eliminate those feelings. So when we are in a bad relationship and we have some means a relationship with some person, or a fight, or a conflict, so instead of having blaming, if we do the gratitude practice, it will heal ourselves. Okay. So why should you want to remove your bad feelings about another person? She's asking a question here. So again, quoting a Gautam Buddha's one quote from Gautam Buddha here. Holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else, and you are the one who get burned. So what she's giving here is that holding on to that pain, or when we are blaming others, it's like holding a hot coal in our hand. It will only burn us, not the other person. So bad feelings about another person burn your life. The gratitude will eliminate them. This is why she's suggesting us to do the gratitude for the person, okay, for the other people in any conflict in our relationship. For example, if you have an ex-partner who is connected to you through your children and the relationship isn't good, look at your children's face and realize that they they wouldn't be alive if it wasn't for your ex-partner. Your children's lives are one of the most precious gifts you have. Look at your children. Look at your children and give thanks to your ex-partner for their lives every single day, as well as bringing peace and harmony to the relationship. Through your example, you will be teaching your children the greatest tool of their life, gratitude. So, see, in our relationship, whenever we are having some conflict with another person, we will not be in a position to feel gratitude towards that person. That is very difficult. That is what she is explaining here through an example. But we can find out some aspect in that particular relationship which we can able to pay gratitude. Okay. So that is what she is explaining through this example. So, or if you are suffering from a broken heart or grief due to the relationship having ended, you can use gratitude's magical power to transform your pain. Gratitude magically transforms emotional pain into healing and happiness faster than anything else. And the story of my parents is a perfect example of that. So she is illustrating her parents' story here. My mother and father fell in love with each other virtually at first sight. From the moment they met, they were truly grateful to be with each other, and they had the more beautiful marriage I have ever seen. When my father died, my mother and understandably suffered from enormous grief. After months of suffering, she began to use gratitude's magical power. And despite her immense grief and pain, she looked for things to be grateful for. She began with the past and she recalled all the wonderful times of happiness she had received through the decades with my father. Then she took the next big step and she looked for things to be grateful for in the future. One by one, she found them. She found or she found or remembered things she had always wanted to do but didn't have time to do when my father was alive. And with the courageous step of gratitude, opportunities to fulfill her dreams magically poured in, and her life became rich and happiness again. The magical power of gratitude gave my mother a new life. So she is explaining about her parents here. So means her father died earlier, and because they loved each other, her father and mother loved each other so much, and her father died earlier. Because of that, her mother was in so much of pain. See, she was always in that grief. So what has happened is after some time, her mother started practicing gratitude, and afterwards, she also shifted her life. This is what she's and opportunities as well as other good things started happening in her mother's life. So this is what she's sharing here. So for today's magical practice, so she's giving today's practice. Today's means you have to practice it tomorrow. Okay? So today's magical practice, you are going to look for hot coal that is burning in your life and literally turn it into gold through gratitude. So what she is referring to the hot coal is that any bad relationship you are having in your life. Okay. And we have to change it to gold. Okay. So choose one difficult, problematic or broken relationship that you want to improve or you want to heal. That I am adding here because some of the relationship it is already broken. So only thing is that we have to heal that. that pain from us. Okay. So it doesn't matter whether the person is currently in your life or if it is a past relationship and the person is no longer in your life. Sit down and make a list of 10 things you are grateful for about the person you have chosen. Think back through the history of the relationship and list the great things about the person on the great things you received from the person or the great things you received from the relationship. The easiest way to do this is to think back to the way things were before the relationship deteriorated or ended. If the relationship was never good, then think hard about any good qualities in the person because they are there. The magical practice is not about who is right or wrong. No matter what you feel someone has done to you, no matter what someone said or didn't do, you can magically heal the relationship and you don't need the other person in order to heal it. So what she is suggesting is that whatever bitter that your relationship with that person is, that just we can do the gratitude practice. Okay, just find out the things which you can be grateful. Some good qualities will be there. Okay, some of his qualities or her qualities or some of the incidents, which earlier incidents which you had a good time with that person, all you can list out. Okay, but it is not necessary that you don't need to means you don't need the other person in this gratitude practice. You need not tell him or her about this gratitude. You have to do it yourself to heal the relationship. There is a gold in every relationship. Gold in the sense there are things to be grateful for. Okay, there is gold in every relationship, even in the difficult ones. And to bring riches to all your relationship and your life, you have to find the gold. So here the question is that we have to find what are the good things in that relationship, in that person. Okay, and you dig and discover a nugget of gold while and write it down across the addressing the person by name and express your sentence in gratitude. So the format is like this: name of the person, then I am grateful for dash what. Okay, some few examples also Rhonda has given here. So number one, Paul, I am grateful for our time together. While our marriage did end, I learned a lot. I'm so much wiser today. And I used what I learned from our marriages in many of our relationships, many of my relationships today. Paul, I am grateful for everything you did to me and make our marriage work. Because 10 years of marriage means you did try. Paul, I am grateful to you for our children. The joy I received from them every day could not be without you. Paul, I am grateful to you for the hard work and long hours you put into support our family while I was at work taking care of our children. It was a big responsibility to have all of us depending on you. So thank you, Paul. I am grateful to you for the precious moments I had with our children as they grew up. I got to see our children talk and walk for the first time, and I know you didn't have that opportunity. Paul, I am grateful for your support when I went through a difficult time of grief and loss. Paul, I am grateful to you for the times when I was sick and you did your best to take care of me and the children. Paul, I am grateful for the great times we had, and we did have many. Paul, I am grateful that you want to continue to be a father to our children. Paul, I am grateful for your support and the time you want to give to our children. I know they mean so much as they mean as much to you as they do to me. By the time you have finished your gratitude list of 10 things, you should feel much better about the person and the relationship. The ultimate point you want to reach is that when you don't have any bad feelings towards the person anymore, because it is your life that is harmed by those feelings. Every relationship is different, and it if need be, you may choose to repeat this magical practice over several days until you reach the point where you don't have any bad feeling towards the person anymore. So, what we have to do is that select a uh, trou- uh, troublesome relationship with any person and find out the things which we can be grateful to that person. You can be grateful to that person and list out all the things. Then we have to write a gratitude to that person. 10 incidents or 10 things you have to list down. What to do is that this you can do whenever you complete that, you will feel so much of peace within. So if you are unable to, the next day also, if you remember this person, if you find that still there is something, some bad feelings is there within you, then she is suggesting us to continue this till you feel peace within. So this has to be continued till you feel the peace within. So then only you are clearing that or healing that energy from you. Okay, healing that energy of that resentment within you. Okay? If you are using the gratitude's magical power to improve a current relationship, you will see the relationship begin to change miraculously before your eyes. It it only takes one person to magically change the relationship through gratitude, but it is the person who uses gratitude who receives the benefits if in their whole life. So what she is telling that we may be thinking that why should I say this practice? Why should I do this practice? Let him do or let her do this practice. What she is telling that, see, one person when one person does this practice, it can heal that relationship. That is for sure. But if we are doing that practice, we can get more, means we are benefiting more out of that practice. So we have to do it. Okay. If you choose a past relationship where you are not in contact with the person anymore, you will feel a peace and happiness fill you. And the same time, you will see, at the same time, you will see that other current relationship in your life magically in. Okay. One more thing is there. If some past relationship, it is already might have been over, but whenever we think about that person, if that is giving us pain, means we are already having that resentment within us. So, first of all, to improve all other relationships, we have to heal that past relationship. Okay. So, paying gratitude or listing the gratitude regarding that particular person is really important because it will heal your other current relationships in your life at the moment. Okay. It will magically heal. In the future, if the relationship becomes challenging, remember to use this. If a relationship becomes challenging, remember to use the magical practice immediately. You will stop the difficulties before they get any bigger, and instead you will increase the magic in the relationship. So if you find that some relationship it is getting worse, or you see some friction or something in any of the relationship, so you can also do this particular practice for such a relationship, so that it will not worsen your relationship, it will improve your current relationship. Okay. So this is the today's chapter, and the practices are, first thing what you have to do is that count your blessings, make a list of 10 blessings in your life. Write why you are grateful for, then reread it. At the end of each blessing, say thank you, thank you, thank you, and feel as grateful for the blessings as you can. Second one is that choose one difficult, problematic, or broken relationship that you want to improve or you want to heal. Some of the relationships are already over in some of the cases. Okay, that relationship we cannot improve. No? What we can do is that we can heal that our resentments or any other bad feelings about that we can do. So sit down and make a written list of the 10 things you are grateful for about the person you have chosen. Write it down in the following way. The format is name, I am grateful for so and so. Means I am grateful for what? So name of the person, I am grateful for what? Okay. This is the practice. Then just before you go to sleep, hold your magic rock in one hand and say the magic words, thank you for the best thing that has happened during the day. So this is the practice. So this is the chapter. Okay. Magically heal your relationships. So this particular chapter, the practices given in this chapter, we can use for any relationships now onwards, okay, in our life. Family relationships, our office relationships, everywhere relationships are the issues in the sense. Relationships are the main thing in our life, right? So we can use this. So any doubt in this one? Anybody having any doubt in the practices or anything?
Ma'am, I have one doubt. For how many days we'll have to do this? And somebody's not having any relationship in which, like, for example, I don't have a relationship in which I have a problem. So can I imagine a person, like a superficial person, and I do it?
See, one thing is that if you have any relationship or if you have any past relationship, if something is in your mind, if you are not peaceful when you think about that person, that means that you are having something holding within you. Means some regrets or something. Okay.
If
So
suppose that sort of a feeling is not there,
then it is healed already. Okay. But you can use it in case if there is any means relationship issues with anybody.
okay.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Even I was
Ongoing relationships also, if you find that there is some trouble happening in between, then you can do that. You can
Yeah,
use this.
in the past I had, but now like it's very peaceful and it's
Then
very
then
nice
it is
actually
then
inside.
you it is gone. It is gone from your in inner. Okay. Whenever you remember about that person or anyone, if you find you doesn't have any pain or anything, then it's gone. It is already cleared from your system. So that's it.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, Suman.
Yeah, hello, ma'am. Actually, can I take my current relationship with my husband? I want to improve it.
Yes, very much. We can do husband, son,
Okay.
parents, anyone, this relationship.
Yeah, thank you.
I was also thinking about what Shreya was telling actually.
Yes, ma'am.
I had a very tough time with few people, but after coming into this path, I understand that they were there for a reason, and the changes that they've brought in me, and the core belief that being even if they were bitter, I was still being good. And I did my best. And now it is, I have nothing against them or anything. No, like, even that memory
No
doesn't
hard
bring any
feelings.
pain. and in fact, very grateful for the change that they've brought in me. I mean, I was very extremely sensitive. So I have lot of control over my emotion now, and I thank all of them for that. And now, actually, even if they want to get in touch, that distance has come, and like, few relationships are there for a time period, and that warranty period, guarantee period over, then you uh, you needn't maintain also those relationships. It has become like that. So I was just thinking, what about these relationships, like,
Actually,
so
those
put that.
relationships supplemented you in your growth. It has
Yes, yes.
complemented to your growth.
Actually, really, I mean, we should only thank that for the role that they played that time, right?
Yes, Sumant.
Yeah, actually, ma'am, same question is for me also. Like I have a lot of past relationship which has hurt me a lot, and I have also hurt them a lot. But the thing is that for priority, I want to take my current relationship with my husband. So I have to. Can I select, or I can do for both past and present both, or I have to
You
pick?
can select both, but one at a time you take. That
But
is
my
better.
that the thing, ma'am. I want
Yes,
to take the priority my current relationship.
yes. That is better.
Because the thing is that, ma'am, I cannot forgive the past relationship person,
Mm.
so I don't know what to do. So
But only thing
it's
is
like,
that past relationship, if you are having some pain within you, then you
no,
have
I
to.
don't have.
You
No, I
don't
don't
have.
have
Then
feeling,
it is okay. Then it's okay.
but I have anger. So
And then that is also one pain, right? That is what here in this chapter, no, he was Buddha was also quoting that, no, anger is like a means hot coal in our hand. So it will,
but yeah,
yeah,
sometimes, ma'am, I also recollect those thoughts and I get very much angry. So I don't know
okay.
what to do.
Then
So,
you
but
have to do the this gratitude practice for the good moments, okay? So that you will neutralize that particular feelings within you. Feelings in the sense anger within you will get subsided when you do the gratitude for few times.
so the thing is that, ma'am, what should I pick? Because I really want my current relationship to be get better. Then I will pick past relationship. I am concentrating more on my present relationship, my marriage.
See, to this question, no, I will just point it out somewhere in the book also. It is given that if some of the relationship is a past relationship, she's also mentioning that if we are being grateful for that relationship, that what will give is that it will heal our pain within, and it will also improve our current relationships. Okay, certain things, no, something within you, that energy, it can also create that it can also affect the current relationships also, right? So you can do for the current relationship one, then you can also do for the past relationship, so that will also get cleared.
Yeah, in this book also it's written that we have to, for the past relationship, we have
Yes,
to write
yes.
the gratitude. But in my mind, there is nothing about the past relationship or the person who has done anything nice about me.
Okay,
So I
but the
don't.
anger you are keeping, right? Anger
Yeah,
is
I'm
created. That is harmful to you.
okay.
That is what.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah.
So actually, basically, it is like, any frequency. It is a frequency. So if you are on that frequency of anger or whatever, if you want to give love, you won't be giving your 100% unless you deal with that. um this is what I am getting. Like, it won't be like, 100% you will wipe it out, but somewhere you will have to address that anger before you move ahead. So like, there are many techniques like breathing, and hugging trees or grounding techniques. These you can use to release that anger. And ma'am anyway will be doing EFT tapping
Yes.
also. So there also release will happen. So
Okay.
100% I feel that, that will be dealt with.
So that
Ma'am,
is
can I say
forgiveness only. Actually, because of the
Yes,
forgiveness
sister.
only. Something you are unable to forgive. That is why that anger you were telling, no, some anger you feel, no, because you have not forgiven that completely. So that is why that has to be done. So this current relationships also very, very much improved. It will improve. Okay. Any relationships, current relationships.
Yes,
Ma'am,
Shreya.
can I say something?
Yes.
Yeah, what came into my mind is, ma'am, anger is an emotion, right?
Correct,
I
correct.
mean,
Correct.
like when I do EFT, I can imagine things being released, but like it is an eventual process. Like it will happen gradually. With anger, I'm not sure because I am a person. I mean, I get angry, but it's the frequency is very less, and I have been very forgiving. But for someone who is experiencing anger very quickly, and forgiveness is also not coming easy in that scenario, what should be done?
That is what actually lot of things are there. One is Ho'oponopono, and this with EFT with Ho'oponopono, it will help out. Then after that we are doing, actually our meditation is been structured according to that one only. Actually whatever the hard things are, no, we have some means some pressure, sorry, the energy points where we are tapping, okay, with the Ho'oponopono. It is a as you know that it is the forgiveness prayer. When we do that one, no, it will get slightly loosened, and after that we are doing that breathing exercise, then we are going to meditation. This is the structure we are following. Okay, so that will help you out along with the gratitude practice also. When we do that one, no, it will help you out.
Sure, ma'am. Sure. Thank you.
Yes, Sumay.
Hello. Yeah, ma'am, I'm still confused. So, what should I write? Like for current relation or for past relation? Because for
You
past
start
relation, I
with the
don't have.
you start with the current relation, but whenever you are sitting in the meditation or something, no, or
Yes, ma'am.
tapping, you just clearly forgive that then a past relation. Okay, so that
Okay.
can also
I didn't understand, ma'am. Please pardon.
when we are doing the that meditation and EFT, no,
I don't know yet.
EFT we are doing
Abhi,
some. Yeah, actually that you will just watch our but we don't have any videos, no, ma'am.
we have, ma'am, I think second day or third day we recorded.
Okay, what I do is
Maybe
that
we
today
can.
also I will show you that how we
You
are
should.
doing the tapping. Okay, you just follow it in your mind. You just imagine that you are forgiving that past relationship. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
and when you are writing gratitude, you write for your current relationships. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
so
I'm writing for my husband.
so that will happen. Okay.
Yeah.